Welcome. Thanks for joining me. This is going to be a sequence all involving the legs, finding the power of our legs in some standing poses that are essential poses in a lot of classes that you will come around. It's a great flow to go through if you need a little bit of energizing in the body, if you need to focus the mind, as yoga is great for all of that. But finding the strength of your legs, and you're going to notice as you use more of your legs in this practice, your breath is going to start to get a little bit shorter. So finding the power of your breath as well. So this is a power class, more using of those legs to energize us and to find strength, not only physically, but also a little bit more mentally. So with that being said, we're going to come to a standing start. Have any props you need to help you with this pose. I recommend blocks for sure to make sure you're finding length of your spine to keep the strength in your legs. So I highly recommend blocks. You might even want to use a wall depending on your flexibility here today. We're going to go through this sequence twice. We're going to go twice on the right and twice on the left, and then end with a little mini 3-minute Shavasana. So when you're ready, take a standing position at the top of your mat. So from here, I'm going to ground down just to face you so you can see this. You're going to stand in that equal standing position, Tadasana, that mountain pose. But you want to make sure you're setting your feet for the entire practice. So either your feet are going to be hip distance apart and parallel, or you're going to bring those big toes to touch. So you decide now what you would want that, whatever's going to feel best for you for your standing. And then you're going to just make sure that your feet are equally contacting on the mat. So you're going to rock a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left, a little forward, a little backwards, and then kind of make circles to the right and to the left, and then slowly start to find that equal standing. Good, so you feel all four corners. So if you have four corners, your heel and your big toe mound and your pinky toe mound. And then inhale, lift those kneecaps. Find the toes lift, the kneecaps lift, so you have that engagement of the thighs. Keep that engagement of the thighs. Squeeze the legs toward one another and then press the toes down. You might notice that you get really tight in the booty. Try to relax the booty. Take your thumbs to your hip pointers and then your middle fingers to your upper thighs and just kind of lengthen that area down. So find some space there. So it's going to naturally draw your tailbone down and find some engagement in your belly. Good, and let the hands by the side, relax the shoulders. Keep that engagement in the legs. That's going to be the key today. Can you find the power and the strength to keep those legs engaged? And you might even notice your heart rate's already starting to increase because you're engaging those large muscles. Good, take another full inhale. Exhale. Good, one more inhale. Exhale fully. Inhale, takes those arms up. And then as you exhale, sit back into chair. So knees draw toward one another. Press down into the soles of your feet, draw up through the lower belly. I'm just going to reach to the side. So you can notice I'm up a little bit higher. Open the chest, drawing in as you sit back. And if your arms are too much coming up high, you can reach them out forward, but whatever you draw those shoulder heads back into their sockets. Good, take another inhale. Exhale, press to stand. Inhale, takes those arms up. Exhale, grab onto the right wrist. Take a big inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lean over to the left. Grounding down into those feet. Can you keep the legs strong, feet strong as you lean just the upper body? Inhale, takes the arms back up. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, takes the arms back up. Exhale, grab onto the left wrist. Big inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lean it to the right. Good, press down into those feet. Roll the shoulder back, draw in through the lower belly. Exhale here. Inhale brings you back up. And exhale, release the hands. Good, grounding down into those feet. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale here. Bend into the knees. Bend really deep this time, so go nice and low. Squeeze in, squeeze in, squeeze in. Can you touch the floor? And then take the arms forward. Squeeze in with those knees, sit a little bit deeper. Good, so you notice your chest is more forward, you're reaching forward, but shoulder heads draw back, and you're sitting nice and low. You're definitely going to feel your heart rate go up, so find the power of your breath. Find the power of your legs to hold. One more full inhale. Hold to exhale. Inhale, presses you up. Exhale, standing on those legs. Good. As you inhale, step those legs nice and wide. Come into a wide-legged stance. So as wide as your arms are long, is that how wide your feet are? Press the outer edges of your feet away. Hands to your hips. Take an inhale, lift your toes. Exhale, press down into the feet as you draw those heels isometrically toward one another. Big inhale. And exhale, fold. Nice long spine lengthening out. Using those blocks there in front of you under your shoulders, take a big inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, nice long spine. Keeping the length in the spine, keeping your chest open so shoulder blades draw to the back. And then all you're going to do as you find length in those hamstrings is bend the elbows. Take another inhale here. Exhale. Another inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lengthen to that long spine. Exhale, hands to your hips. Bend your knees if you need. Inhale, lifts the heart. And exhale, release. Turn those right toes out. Take one of those blocks, place it behind the back of your right calf. Front heel, back arch are in line. Unless you need a little bit more space, then front heel, back heel are in line. Press into the balls of your feet. And then draw your toes back, press into your heel. Notice how that kneecap and thigh engage. Exhale, press into the ball of your foot so much that your calf starts to engage. So that's going to keep your knee happy, so you're not going to hyperextend, you're not going to bend too deep, you're finding that middle engagement ground. Hands to your hips. Take an inhale, roll the shoulder blades onto the back, and then exhale, just start to lean toward the right. Good, you're going to lean toward the right, keeping that top hand on your top hip. Press down into the feet. Maybe that right hand drops to the block. If the right hand doesn't quite reach the block or you don't have a block, keep the hand on your hip. Roll the shoulders back. Keep that engagement of the legs. Lengthen the top of the head forward and draw the back of the head back. Good. Another big inhale. Press into the back foot as much as you're pressing into the front foot. Exhale. Maybe the top arm reaches. Maybe that bottom arm now can reach the block. Press down, open. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, top hand to top hip. Put a bend into that front knee as you exhale, press yourself up. Taking that left leg, step it in about a foot and out about 4 or 5 inches so that your feet are not in a straight line, they're stacked hip distance apart. So ground out to that front foot again. Maybe move the blocks up by your calf. And then again, draw in and draw those toes back. Engage that quad. Exhale, press into the balls of your feet, engage the calf, and then take that left hip, draw it forward. So both toes are pointing to the top of your mat. Big inhale here. As you exhale, forward fold. Nice long spine, draw that right hip back, left hip forward. Keep lengthening out, draw shoulders back, no rounding. Lengthen back, imagine your belly to your thigh, chest to your knee, eventually that chin maybe somewhere near your chin, maybe. And then maybe those hands come to the blocks. Again, roll the shoulders back, not rounding forward. Long spine, so it's about finding that hamstring, the strength of the legs. Take another big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen long spine. Exhale, bends into that front knee. Extend the back leg long, let that back knee drop. Good, press into the front foot, draw that front heel back as you inhale, lift your heart, lift your arms. Exhale, drop the hips forward. Take an inhale there. Exhale. Inhale, lifts the heart again. Exhale, rotate to the right, bend those elbows. Good, draw the shoulder blades onto the back, twisting from the core, and then bring that left hand down to the blocker floor. Press down, take that right arm, reach it up, lean away from the leg, and then draw that right hip back as that right arm goes overhead. Take another inhale there, draw shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Inhale, top arm reaches. Exhale, looking down as that hand comes down. Hands plant on the blocks or the floor. Straighten the back leg, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, step that back foot in, finding that first pose we did, that Parsvottanasana. Draw the hips forward, lengthen forward. Hands can always go to hips to do this. Reset, press down into the ball of the foot. Exhale, fold. And then take your hand to the left, your left hand to the floor, just to the inside of the foot to begin. Right hand to right hip. Press down into that left hand. Rotate, draw that right hip back. Press into the feet, and then draw the right shoulder back. So you're opening the chest like you just did in that twist. Legs are nice and strong like the previous pose that we did here, Parsvottanasana. And then breathe here. When shoulders stack, so your shoulders might be gazing down. So being honest here, if your chest is gazing more toward the floor than toward the wall, keep your hand on your hip and work on that rotation. Once your hands stack, then that top arm can come up with ease. But there's no need to lift. All you're working on here is some rotation. Another big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, both hands down. Take an inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend into that front knee. As you inhale, press yourself up. And exhale. Good. Turn yourself back to the middle of your mat. Make those feet nice and wide again. So finding the strength of those legs, press the outer edge of your feet. Take a big inhale, lift the heart. Exhale. Good. Inhale here. And exhale, fold. Good. Strengthen the legs. Hands come down to those blocks. Lengthen long spine. And then as you forward fold, all you're doing is your elbows are bending, bringing that chest toward the floor. Nice full breaths. It's always nice when you have a cat taking up more space. Makes you keep your legs wider. One more full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, hands to your hips. Bend your knees if you need. Inhale, lifts the heart. And exhale. Good, take those left toes, turn them out to the left. Taking one block, place it behind that calf in case you need it. Press down into the ball of the foot, lift those toes back, engage that quad. Roll the shoulders back on your inhale. And then exhale, start to lean. As you notice, I'm leaning, that right hip's drawing back. My left hip's drawing back. My left side waist lengthening forward, and I'm rolling my shoulders back. Legs are strong, pushing back, pulling everything in to lengthen out. Maybe that left hand drops to the block. Press down, roll the shoulders back, drop in through the belly. Legs are nice and strong. Maybe that right arm reaches. Good. Gaze can maybe go up to that top thumb. Keep the power of the legs. They're super energized. That heart rate might be climbing. So find the power of your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. One more big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, top hand to top hip. Bending into that front knee. Exhale, press yourself up. Good, and then take that right leg, step it in, about a foot, maybe less or more, depending, so that both heels can press to the ground. And remember, your feet are staggered hip distance apart, but your right hip is now facing more to the top of your mat. So it's not out to the side like Warrior One, more to the top of your mat. Hands come to your hips. Draw your toes back on that left foot. Engage the quad. Exhale, press into the ball of the feet as you lift the toes. And then exhale, folding forward as those toes drop down. Drawing that left hip back, right hip forward. Imagine you have a block between your thighs and you're squeezing it in. Good, take another inhale there. Maybe exhale, hands come to those blocks by your ankle. And again, you're lengthening forward, not rounding down. So you want to think of that belly coming to your thigh. Keep lifting up through those kneecaps on both feet. 2 more full breaths here. One more full inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthens you out. Exhale, bends you into that front knee. Extend the back leg long, drop the back knee. Inhale, takes those arms up. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale, bends those elbows, twist to the left. Exhale, draw those shoulder blades onto the back as you rotate through the core. Take another inhale here. Exhale. Inhale takes that right hand down to the block or floor as that left arm starts to reach. Press down, open up, draw that left hip down as the right arm reaches over. Big inhale there. Exhale. Inhale, top arm reaches. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, circles that left hand down, find the blocks. Straighten the back leg. And then step that back leg in again. Lift and lengthen, press into the ball of the foot. Square the hips to the top of the mat. And exhale, start to fold. Hands come down to blocks. Take that right hand, press it down onto the inside of that left foot. Start to bring your left hand to your left hip. Roll the shoulder back. Find the length in the spine, strengthen the legs, and then by pressing down, rotate through the chest. Good. Find the rotation first, and then just see what it feels like. Maybe your arm's out in front here because that's square for you. And then over time, instead of cranking the arm back so you create tension, maybe you bring your hand to your shoulders and keep pressing and opening. So you're opening the chest, drawing the shoulder blades together, leaning the head back. Find the strength of the legs to find more twist in the core. Big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, both hands down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, bend into that front knee. On your inhale, press yourself up. Exhale, come to the long end of your mat. Bring those feet together. Good. Standing, feet hip distance apart. Lift up through the kneecaps, press down through the soles of your feet. Pausing there a moment in Tadasana. Equal standing pose. Another full inhale here. Exhale. Good. Inhale, bring both of your feet to touch just for a moment. Exhale. And again, if you need to keep them wider, please do, but squeeze the knees toward one another. Inhale, takes the arms forward. Exhale, draw the arm bones on into your sockets. And then exhale, start to lower. Start to lower. Start to lower. Continue breathing, lowering, split the knees all the way down. Oh. And then take a moment, lay all the way down onto your back. Move any props out of the way. Taking those feet hip distance, your mat distance apart. Bring your arms like cactus, and then windshield wiper those legs. Drop the knees to the left. Press that right hip up as you press the left knee down. Big inhale. Exhale, switch sides. So that right knee is going to drop down. Left hip's going to lift slightly. Take an inhale. And exhale, switch. Take an inhale. Exhale, switch. You're going to the inner and outer edges of your feet here. Your feet are wide. Inhale. Exhale, lift. As you notice, my knees aren't equal when they come down, so my right leg here is more pointing toward the end. My left knee is out to the side. Exhale, switch. Last time. Take an inhale. And exhale. Inhale brings it back to center. Pause there. Good. Just stand here or press down into your feet here for a moment. Bring your hands to your belly. Feeling the strength of the standing poses that you've just done. Feeling those feet, seeing if you can notice those areas that maybe you built a little bit more strength in by pressing in to find the strength of your legs. And then notice your breath. Have it nice and full for a couple more rounds. And then start to extend the legs out. Both legs are going to extend out. Your toes are going to slightly drop out. And then your hands are going to come by your side, palms turn up. Press into the elbows, draw those shoulder blades onto the back. Press the back of the head into the floor, lifting the chin slightly as you let the upper back drop to the floor. Get out any little wiggles you need to rest comfortably. Use any props, maybe any eye pillows that you'd like. And then wherever you are in your breathing cycle, exhale fully. Take a nice full inhale. And sigh out the mouth. Another inhale. And let it go. One final time. Inhale. Hold on to the breath for a moment. And then sigh it out. Let your breathing come back to normal. Let your body and mind surrender into relaxation to allow the body and the mind to absorb the energy that you've created today in this strong standing sequence. Take rest in Shavasana. Allowing your next breath to come in a little deeper. On your next breath, bring some movement into the fingers and toes. Maybe even the wrists and ankles. On your next breath, reach your arms back behind your head. Slide your feet together. Give yourself a long stretch. And then slowly bend the knees. Draw the knees into the chest, giving them a little squeeze. Rocking a little bit from side to side. When you're ready, using your arm as a pillow, roll over to your favorite side. Pause there for a moment. Checking in with the body and the mind, acknowledging the shifts from this strong standing practice. And then allowing that head to be the last thing to rise. Press in with your top hand, extend your top leg. Pressing yourself up to press up with two hands. And then come to a comfortable seat. As you come to that comfortable seat, allow your eyes to close. Bring your hands to your heart center. Allowing yourself to be in the room, on your mat, in your body. Thanking yourself for making time for yourself today to work on some powerful standing poses that hopefully translate into a powerful breath and a powerful mind. Allowing that confidence, that strength, that energy and breath of this practice to help you with that intention that you've set for your practice once you step off your mat. We'll seal everything in with one cleansing breath here. Take a full inhale. Bow your head slightly. Taking a moment, think of one thing in your life that you truly are grateful for. Allowing that image to take hold in your mind's eye as you raise your head with a smile. Thank you for taking time for yourself. Thank you for joining me. Drink lots of water, eat your veggies, and wear some sunblock. We'll see you next time. Namaste.